Happy anniversary, Western New York! June 13th marks our 15th annual Western New York Race for the Cure. In 2015, we celebrate the time, effort, and commitment that our volunteers have devoted to this cause, a cause that touches just about everyone. Sadly, one case of breast cancer is diagnosed every 2 minutes, and a breast cancer diagnosis changes everything.
I was diagnosed July 8th of 1998 as a result of a soft breast examination.
It was 2 days before going to Europe. My daughter was studying abroad in Europe and she was ending her semester. It was my birthday. We were just going to celebrate everything, go meet her, and fly. And 2 days before I felt a lump.
I found out about my diagnosis when I was at the orientation at St. Bonaventure with my son. It was his introduction to the school, and I got a phone call that is just something you never want to hear. And it was simply, your test came back positive. And from that moment I was absolutely stunned, breathless. It's like being punched in the stomach. I had no idea what was coming next.
In 1980, Nancy Brinker promised her dying sister, Susan G. Komen, that she would do everything in her power to end breast cancer forever. In 1982, that promise launched the global breast cancer movement. Since then, the Susan G. Komen organization has supported virtually every major advance in breast cancer research. The Western New York affiliate of Komen was started by a group of volunteers led by Nora McGuire. She recruited dozens of friends, family, and colleagues to put on the first Race for the Cure in Buffalo in 2001. 75% of all the dollars Komen raises here stays here, funding education, screening, and treatment. The remaining 25% supports Komen's cutting-edge research grants program. In Western New York, cancer mortality rates average higher than across the state and across the country. The great needs in our community fuel our efforts and invigorate our volunteer fundraisers. People such as 2015 Race for the Cure honoree, Adrienne Thompson.
There are so many people out there who don't always have the support, the finances to do what they need to do. I am blessed with a huge family, a loving husband, with incredible friends. But what about that person who's come here? They don't have family here. They don't have a lot of money. They just don't have that support system. And there are so many people who don't have that support system. What about them? They deserve exactly the care that I got. And they can find the resources. They can get the help and the support that they need through Susan Komen, through the many programs that they offer.
Each year, Komen Western New York grants hundreds of thousands of dollars to several area breast health programs. One of them is Roswell Park Alliance's Esperanza y Vida, which provides culturally tailored services to increase mammography, clinical breast exams, and follow-up for African American and Hispanic women in Western New York who otherwise would not likely be screened.
We reach them by doing outside outreach. We go to their homes. We go anywhere where they are. We bring the bus to them. We do the education in their house as well. So anything we have to do, we do it. We notice the brochures and stuff do work, but they don't work as more as word of mouth and being out there, getting to know them.
Somebody told me, Luz, check for mammography. Anyway, before I had problem, but that's important. Oh, okay, I go for the check for mammography. Yeah.
I'm from the neighborhood. They know me. I grew up in the neighborhood. I grew up right here in the projects. So they know me. I come from their community, so they trust me. We'll knock on the doors if we have to. We do everything we need to get the women out there.
Once Jomari and her team educate and recruit women for their mammography events, they receive clinical breast exams and then screenings on the mammography coach.
I think the response from the ladies on the bus of us coming out to them in the community is wonderful. They're very happy to see us. It's convenient for them. It's a lot faster than going to the hospitals and waiting. We get a lot of positive feedback from the community.
Along with meeting the needs of the areas underserved, Komen's mission includes support for thousands of Western New York breast cancer survivors, both on a daily basis and at events throughout the year, especially at the Komen Survivor Luncheon in October and at the Race for the Cure.
And the most exciting part of that race day is the Survivor Parade. We line up under the balloon arch and we're all in the same place at the same time, because race brings thousands of people. But this is a moment where all the survivors are together in a group, and we're hugging and we're laughing and we're cheering, and then we go across that stage and you look out and the other survivors are out there and they're cheering you on, and there is not anything else in the world like
The
that.
other thing I find, just like when you buy a new car, right? Nobody has that car and you buy it and now you start seeing it. Everybody's got it, right? So I didn't know anyone with breast cancer. Ever, not even friends. And then all of a sudden, everyone's, oh, my sister and this, and I've had it. And it's incredible the amount of people you find that have been through it 2 years ago, 10 years ago. And so, you know, it's fun. People just immediately bond telling their stories, and it makes you feel good too to talk to people. It was 10 years ago and I've had this, and it's, yeah.
To see that sea of pink caps and t-shirts and all of the hugging and tears and kissing, it just does my heart. It does my heart good. I am grateful that Komen, Western New York, and the Western New York area care enough about women like me to give us the courage and the funding that's needed to help find a cure for breast cancer.
These are just a few of the people Susan G. Komen has touched in its effort to end breast cancer forever by empowering people, ensuring quality care for all, and energizing science to find the cures. Look around you. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in her lifetime. You can make a difference. You can save lives. Join us in our 15th Western New York Race for the Cure.